If you like what you see, please subscribe and like James's channel. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll be notified of future train videos.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at something a little unique. It's actually a layout tour or a sneak peek into a layout tour. There's a company out there called Nace's Videography, and they do a great job of getting kind of a rail fan perspective of all these different layouts. And today you're going to see some of the layouts that Nace's provides, including Model Railroad Legends Tony Custer. So we'll see what his layout has in store, some unique views of that layout. And then I'll give you a link on where you can buy the DVDs if you'd like more of that footage. This is just an upfront kind of courtesy for Nace's Videography. I saw them at a train show. I thought they did great work, so I wanted to share that with you. So with that said, I'm going to cut into the footage, and then that's all you'll see of me. Thanks for watching. I'll let you see all of this cool footage now.
Train 45 traverses the impressive bridge which spans the Wabash River. Train 45 heads out, destined for Metcalfe, Illinois. The Wabash Clay Company, pictured here, made the bricks for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 3.2 million of them in 1909. Train 41 West arrives, pulled by GP7s. We will follow Train 9 West, with depot stops at Linden, Petersburg, Cayuga, and Charleston. We will board the train at Linden, and we'll ride it to Petersburg. As we journey back east to Frankfort, we catch up with Train 90 East, which is also transferring Berkshire 737 to balance out motive power at the trestle over the Little Vermilion River. Then, we will see 707 and 737 at Cayuga, the Wabash River, Petersburg, and at Frankfort.
So as I look around here, I have to ask, where did your passion for model trains start?
It must have started almost at ground zero, because during World War II, when I was 0 years old up to a few years old, my mom said that every time a train went by on a nearby railroad, I'd run to the window and look out and watch the train go by. And I think she had an interest in steam, because she always talked about all the whirligig motion on the side rods of steam locomotives, so I think it started there. And they were nice enough during, about 4 years old, just after the war ended, to get me a Lionel train set, and I still have it.
And you were also involved with the High Iron Company with Berkshire, if I have that pronunciation correct, number 759. What was that like?
Well, I was just peripherally involved. John Rior was in contact with Ross Rowland. Ross the boss, we call him. Ross Rowland was and is a brilliant entrepreneur. He was involved in the stock market and futures trading, and was the man behind all of the 759 resurrection, the centennial efforts with the train. Just everything that happened with the 759 that's now at Steamtown was Ross's work. And the only thing that I had to do with it at all, other than wiping some dirt off of it on occasion, and was a stockholder in iron for a while, was that John Rior, who wrote the Nickel Plate Story and was an N&W official for a while, John called me up and asked me about Dale Moses, who was the roundhouse foreman in Frankfort. And Dale was a crackerjack nickel plate, Berkshire or Berkshire. I'm still not sure whether you have to be English to say Berkshire or Americans say Berkshire. I say Berkshire. But he was an ace on maintaining nickel plate Berkshires. And there was another guy from Conneaut, Ohio, named Joe Carroll. And the two of them, they rounded up, and I hope I in some way contributed to getting Dale involved. And the two of them brought 759 back to service in September 1968. And I was with John and Jim Boyd and I and an official from the N&W that we rode from Conneaut, Ohio to Buffalo and back. And one of the proudest moments was as we were coming back at twilight from Buffalo, racing down the Nickel Plate main line at about 60, and we overtook a Penn Central freight train. And as we started to catch up with the diesels that were smoking and chugging along, and the train suddenly, our steam train, our old-fashioned steam train, suddenly started accelerating up to about 70. And this was a steam engine that hadn't run since 1958. And this was its first run. And we went by that Penn Central freight like it was standing still. And there were like 4 or 5 guys crowded in the Penn Central freight train looking out at us as we went by with Bruce Sturzing and some others, John Rior on the platform all looking at, and John Rior, who didn't have a sense of humor at all, he says, "I know what those guys in the Penn Central cab are saying." And we looked at him and said, "They're saying, oh no, the Nickel Plate's back in steam."
The C&O had 60 Alleghenies of the 2666 wheel arrangement, Class H8, each developing 7,500 horsepower and weighing almost 1.2 million pounds. Lima built them all.